Hey, you there. With the headphones? Yeah, you. Could you take them off for a second? Hi. Yeah, thanks. Would you mind helping me? It's just I usually take the bus that comes past here to the station, but the planning of public transport changed and my brain didn't register that, so I have to find a way to get to the station before my train leaves, but my cell phone is dead and everything just seems to be going wrong today, so if you could help me find a way to the station within about 20 minutes, I would be incredibly grateful. Oh, thank you so much. I know I should have looked at it last night or even this morning, but I've just had a terrible week. No, you're already being nice enough to me by helping me. I don't need to problem dump all of my struggles to you and make you worry about all that too. It's just that's totally unfair towards you, and you're already helping me this way. I didn't expect you to care and what's happening about me. Well, if you really want to know, it all started 2 days ago. I was just doing my normal job, and a customer called. I did all the proper things, listened to their problem, trying to help them fix it, but it just wouldn't work. So I told them how to reach out to someone who could get there in person to help them fix it. Cue that customer shouting at me for being useless for 5 minutes, just before a performance review with my boss, who told me I'm just barely making my quotas every day, already makes for a really bad day to begin with. I go home, and just as I plug in the water boiler for some tea, the electricity cuts out. Turns out it's broken. So I have to heat the water with my stove. And for some reason, my brain told me to put the plastic water boiler on the stove with the water in it, melting the bottom and ruining my stove. I had to spend half an hour scraping the stove with cleaning solutions, aluminium, sponges, and everything in my arsenal to even get the plastic off. Plus, my water boiler is ruined. I thought, surely my day couldn't get any worse. Then I look over to my fridge and I see water flying out of it. Yep, everything was melting because the electricity had to cut out, so I had to turn the electricity on, clean up everything in the fridge, prevent water damage, and pray to God nothing would spoil. You'd think that would be the worst day of the week, wouldn't you? Well, of course not. The next morning, I sleep right through my alarm clock, have to go to work without eating, which means I was grumpy, skip out on making my lunch, and still get yelled at by my boss for being late. 3 absolutely awful customers later, I've suddenly got a formal warning on my desk. Work harder or get fired, I guess. I miss my train back home, have to take the 3-hour bus ride, come here in the darkness to find that my power was cut again. Notice a letter from my electricity company that they're really sorry, but there's going to be some malfunctions in the next few days because they're switching to solar power only. Collapse on the couch, fall asleep, wake up from an alarm clock to all of the buses changing schedule, and now sitting here next to you, feeling like I was hit by 3 consecutive 18-wheelers. Yeah, not the greatest week so far. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get fired if I don't make it to work on time. But at this point, it's just part of the course. Probably not the worst thing that will happen this week. Anyway, thanks for letting me rant. That feels a lot better, honestly. I know you probably can't do much to help, but just sharing my woes with a total stranger that I've never talked to before and probably won't ever talk to again feels relieving. I'm sorry for dumping that on you though. None of this is your fault or your problem, and you probably didn't wake up thinking, hey, let's meet a crazy person at the bus stop and listen to their problems after they ask about the new bus schedule. Well, I'm glad I'm helping you fulfill your good deed of the day anyway. How are you doing? I don't want to make this all about me, and honestly, listening to how someone else's life is not falling apart might give me some more comfort. Or listening to how someone else doesn't have it that much better than me, that might help too. Wait, what time is it? Oh my god, there's no changed bus schedule at all, is there? My watch had to charge 2 days ago. Could it really be that my watch just not in sync with the actual time anymore? What does your phone say? Oh my god, it is. I am so stupid. I'm half an hour early for the bus. This is just the icing on the cake. Well, I guess all I can do is sit here and wait because it's not like I have anything better to do. Oh, no, you don't have to give me any food. That's your lunch. And you really shouldn't give that away. You'll go hungry by the end of the day and I wouldn't stop feeling guilty and... Is that a chocolate chip bagel? Where on earth did you get a chocolate chip bagel at this time in the morning? You own a bakery? How old are you? Oh, God, I'm jealous. We're the same age and I'm struggling to keep a job answering angry people's phone calls while you're thriving with a bakery. Really just makes me think about what could have been. Like those Olympian athletes when you're young. If your life had been completely different from the start, that's where you could have been. It's just hurdles or swimming or archery. It doesn't seem hard. Enough training and anyone can get on that level, right? You know, sometimes I just want to escape. Leave everything for what it is and just sod off into the woods or something, never to be seen again. Especially not by my boss. And if I had any of those skills required to do that, I could. But I don't. So I don't. I feel like I'm stuck in this endless limbo between chaos and happiness, without any clear condition to win. How do I get to that happiness? How do I not slip and fall into the chaos? Is there a way to even know any of that? And I used to want to be an artist, but everyone told me that that wasn't a real job, that it wasn't secure enough. But I had no other passion, so I just kind of shambled my way through like a zombie, I guess. And now, years later, we're here, and I've done nothing in my life, and I'm sitting next to someone who's a private business owner. What could have been? It's all useless to think about, but I cling to it. What if I'd just chosen something else, or stuck to the arts, or done this or that, or just nothing at all? Would anyone even notice? I'm sorry for talking your ear off. I should probably just leave you alone. You had your music on, and if I had something I made that I can show you? Well, I guess I have a few pictures of things I made on my phone, but they're nothing special. Here, just a few drawings, a small sculpture, nothing really innovative, but... Really? You're not just saying that to comfort me, right? You want to buy it? Holy... I think I need to sit down for a minute. I need some time to think. I... Yes, you can buy it, of course you can. We'll settle on the price later, but for now, could you please let me hug you? You've been so kind to me, letting me talk about my problems, ask questions and philosophize away, and now you want to support me financially? I can't thank you enough. You're a really good person, you know that? You're a really, really good person.